it's like when she's in pain, she ends up in the hospital, and so that's like it's like a lot of times. Like there's every month it seems like, and so and it's like we don't know her pain, and yeah.
Usually when I get to the end is when I begin.
Hello everyone, this is Ms. Shree. I am the founder of P413 Foundation for Sickle Cell. Today, February 28, 2015, we are doing a blood drive associated with Life Source. The reason behind the foundation is to bring awareness to the community about sickle cell. This is a blood disorder in the African American community as well as the Hispanic community. So what we're striving to do is bring more research and information out to the community about sickle cell awareness. So just follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, P413 Foundation for Sickle Cell. And one thing to know about P413, it states Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens me. Thank you.
And really sponsoring it is a husband and wife team. Louis and Cherie, and I'm going to have them come up and speak about the event also, because their last, Louis and Cherie Asbury, I'm sorry. So at this time I'm going to have Cherie Asbury and Louis Asbury come up front. Thank you.
How's everybody doing out there? Well, thank you for coming out. My name is Louis Asbury. This is my wife, Nakia Asbury, and we represent the P413 Foundation for Sickle Cell, which is a foundation that we started in honor of our brother, Walter B. Gaines, to pretty much bring awareness and within the community, assist with research as well for the disease of sickle cell.
The child might be in, we don't know or understand what it is, because she's the one that hurts, by whatever symptoms that she has. But we hurt also because we want to be there. We love our daughter, and it's just a day-to-day basis with in and out of the hospital, with just facing it, knowing that at any given time she can have a crisis, and we gonna have to deal with it, however it may come.
And Louis Asbury, Associate Director of the P413 Foundation. P413 Foundation in honor of Walter B. Gaines, who recently passed 2 years ago due to sickle cell. So really our program is to outreach, advocate, as well as mentor and provide community and bring community awareness of the deadly disease of sickle cell. Today we're having a blood drive for a young sickle cell warrior, what we call little warriors, within our foundation. Her name is Serenity Glover. She's 3 years old, and she goes for frequent blood transfusions in order to pass through and keep her blood flowing as it stops and it causes pain crisis for sickle cell. So that's the mission that we're looking to accomplish today within the community, as well as have vendors and a lot of community support, fun activities for the children, and then also just provide the community with some information for the disease sickle cell.
Sickle cell patients. And I cannot say how bad the pain is, but I can see the expression on their face when they have it. And I find working in the medical field, it's discerning that the staff treat people with sickle cell in such horrible ways. They talk about them being addicted to pain medicine. There is no addiction when you're having pain, because once their pain has been managed, they're fine and they go home. Many times they go to the ER and they treat them inhuman.
So I'm Deja, and obviously my mom suffers from sickle cell, and it's like having so obviously she's in the hospital. Like, it feels like it's every month. Like, it kind of hurts me because, like, I don't know her pain, and having an uncle who passed away from having sickle cell and other problems. It's like the negative thoughts always come to my head, and I guess like it's hard like living life, and if she's in the hospital and something's going on with any of us, it's a struggle, and like we can't get to her, and I wish I could feel her pain so we know what she's going through, but we can't, and it's hard. It's kind of weird that we have the trait, even though we don't. Obviously, we don't feel what others feel and stuff like that, and it's just hard being a child of a sickle cell parent, pretty much.
My advice is make sure you take her to her doctor's appointments. Blood transfusions are very important. When she gets blood transfusions, she's like a whole new person. That's why I'm glad they're doing that here today with the blood drive. When her iron level is low, her participation in life is kind of low. But when she gets her blood transfusions, she's up here. It's like from one day to the next, you can't tell, but when she gets those blood transfusions, you can tell by the fact that she's got them because she has a burst of energy. I always ask them like, well, when they do her blood transfusion, I'm like, did you give my baby some Chucky blood? Because she's like very active versus when she didn't have the blood. But I know there's no such thing as Chucky blood, but I always ask them because the way she's active when she gets the blood transfusions. But yeah, make sure that you take your child to her blood transfusion, her doctor's appointments, and everything. Get her frequent checkups. It's very important.
Thanks. My mother died from sickle cell. I brought them on one of my shows to talk about sickle cell bring awareness. And there's a lot of people in our community that's affected by sickle cell. So what I need you guys to do, if you can, get on your phones, tell somebody to come out here, donate some blood if they can, they're not doing nothing. Because this can help somebody's life. So mingle with people, network, and we appreciate everybody for coming. All right?
Raised up around sickle cell anemia. My mother had sickle cell. She actually died of sickle cell. So that's how I got a lot of my information. It was deciphered through the doctors. So now, the Google is a good way to find out about sickle cell. And I got to say, elaborate a little bit on that. We want to start doing proactive things. We know we get some people got to take medicine, but I'm a vegan and I believe in doing natural things as well. So we got to choose what we put in our body. Start doing things like drinking alkaline water. Just start trying to put more healthy things in our body, so it can help combat. So we don't have to take so many medicines and stuff. A lot of people don't have to take medicine for that type of thing.
Hello everyone, my name is Ms. Cherie. I am the director, founder of P413 Foundation for Sickle Cell. And this is my husband, Louis Asbury, executive director of P413 Foundation for Sickle Cell. We started this foundation in honor of my brother, Walter B. Gaines, who passed away 2 years ago from complications of sickle cell disease. I myself suffer with this disease as well. I have been dealing with the disease since the age of 3. It is a blood disease. Issues that we deal with are joint pains, back pains, chest pains, acute chest pain. We often have to have transfusions. So the main thing about us starting this foundation is because my brother had passed away, and it was so sudden. Nothing leading to saying that he was going to pass. It just happened so sudden. So we got it in our mind we need to bring more awareness to this disease because we don't hear enough about sickle cell in the African American community.
And so with that, it was pretty much the fire, the gas behind the fire that said, okay, let's go ahead and do this. And since it is predominantly within the African American community and as well as Hispanics, and it's a rarity within the Caucasians, but we wanted to, just reach out, create that community outreach and get the community engaged, and also educate the community on the awareness of sickle cell disease. As they say, as the statistics show, that 1 in 12 African Americans, they carry the trait. So it's very important that if you're growing up and you're get into dating and everything, it's very important that you know your status. You know, so pretty much that's why we want to let people know that, hey, this does exist. You know, and if you have the trait, know your status. Discuss that with, you know, with your mate or your potential mate, and say, you know, hey, this is what it is, and you know, it doesn't have to be one of those things. Hey, my name is such and such, and I have. You know, it doesn't have to be like that. But pretty much just engage and communicate that your status with each other.
I went on ahead and took the test and found out I was a carrier. So knowing these things, you know, I have to take precautions as well as trying to have kids again, if ever. You know, and wondering what that person could be, because she's a carrier also, and this is how she ended up with it. So, you know, you got to be careful with everything that you do nowadays. Just get checked out and, you know, make sure you know your body.
And even with two people that have sickle cell trait, the child has a 1 in 4 chance of getting it. She just happened to be that one, you know, so it's okay. God knew what he was doing when he gave it to us, so.
If people wanted to reach out to your foundation, how can they get in contact with you all?
They can get in contact with us on the web, Facebook, or you can just centralize everything and visit us on our website, which is P413foundation.org. It's P413foundation.org, or you can reach us via telephone at 224-57-CURE-1.
And just to add something, I want everyone to know what P413 stands for. That comes from the good book, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens me.
Wait, little mama.
Wave and tell everybody bye-bye.